Good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings.
Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice.
Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up? Good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings.
Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice.
Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up? Good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings.
Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice.
Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up? Good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings.
Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice.
Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle. I'm going off the dome. Ready for my close-up? Good looking. Let me tell you, get more bookings.
Oh, that'd be nice, giving me tips, tools and advice.
Yeah, you're gonna get them, hun. You're gonna sit back, listen to Mark Simpson. Whoa, having a blast. Gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next. This is a freestyle.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all. I hope you are all doing absolutely lovely wherever you are in the world. This is it. The final one. The final one of the week. The final session of the day. I'm going to just make sure that everybody's in the right places where they need to be, which they are. So let's get started. Hello, everybody who's in the Zoom room. 5 out of 5. Well done, everybody who's tuned in. Really, really appreciate it. Here's what we've done this week. So number one, we've given away a ton of prizes. I think we worked out last night over $1,000 worth of prizes, which is unbelievable. Well done all. Other things that we have done. We've done a lot of education, 12 sessions in total, which has ranged from comping, which we did today, bookkeeping, accounts, which we did today, revenue management, upsells, social media, influencer marketing, you name it, we've covered it. And now we've made it to the end. This is the final session of the week, of the summit. And here's what we're going to do this evening. Number one, I'm going to announce first and foremost the winners of the giveaway from the last 24 hours. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get some of our experts in from today and from this week in on the room, which is great. And then we're going to announce another giveaway that's going to run for a week, which is a pretty cool one. There's going to be 6 winners on this one, which is awesome. So there's a lot of chances to win. And then I'm going to let you all know what is happening with this group, with the content. And then I'm going to let you know what's happening next, which is pretty cool. So for those of you, and we've had, for whatever reason, and I can't put my finger on it, we've had a lot of people join today. like this morning in the Facebook group, we let in a whole lot more people. A whole lot more people jumped into the WhatsApp groups and whatnot. And so there's a lot of questions like, hey, where's all the training? So we've had a little day, just a little bit of admin, showing people where to go, which is fantastic. You know, people are welcome to join at any point. But it's been fun to see. So whoever shared about it, talked about it in the last 24 hours, thank you very much. Obviously. Okay. So first and foremost, what did we do yesterday? Well, last night we had not one, not two, but three amazing prizes. We had Blake offer up a one-on-one Price Labs or Wheelhouse audit. We had the amazing Katie offer a 1 month access to her marketing mastermind. And we had Gabe who offered a one-on-one creativity consultation service. All you had to do to enter was to say the word me. That was it. Really simple, really nice. And we had our winners. So the winners of Blake's one-on-one Price Labs was Josh. And again, I've connected you both on email. So let's see if my sound effects is working. Well done, Josh. And the winner of Katie's 1 month access to her marketing mastermind was the lovely Margarida over in Portugal. So well done. Can you all please share a little bit of love in the chat, say congratulations. And then finally, the winners of Gabe's one-on-one marketing consultation was Mark. So well done, everybody, on that one. So that's it. That's all those prizes, and we're going to leave you with 6 more. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some of our guest experts on with us, shall we? So let me hit this screen. So we have, yes, John, I can see you. We've got John, we've got Matt, and Blake is back again. He's not in his car today. He is back in a house, which is great. So, chaps, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much, John and Matt, for your session today, and obviously Blake for jumping back in, which is fantastic. Really good sessions, went down well. We've got some questions that we'll obviously go through, but for anybody who hasn't watched today's sessions, can you just do a super quick little introduction? Blake, you know this from yesterday, but John, if you can just go first, super quick 90-second introduction, who you are, where you are in the world, what you do, and then we'll jump on to Matt.
Sounds good. What's going on, Mark? And what's up, guys? My name is Jonathan Farber. I live in Medellin, Colombia, which is where I am now for half the year, and then Long Island for the other half of the year. I'm a real estate investor at heart. I have 15 units in the Carolinas and Kentucky, and I now have a bookkeeping company for real estate investors, generating reports, P&Ls, sort of just trying to solve the problem that I couldn't figure out how to fix for myself for a long time, just having after having like a slew of bad bookkeepers. So just started working with some people in our communities, and then grew it from there. And yeah, just wanted to help people with getting access into their numbers, their views of what's going on with their properties, get loans faster, and do it at an affordable price. So that's me.
Nice. Thank you very much. Matt, over to you.
Awesome. Hey, I'm Matt Sanderson with STRIQ. A lot of people are calling us Strike now, so you can call us either one. Mm-hmm. So I've been a real estate broker for 11 years in commercial real estate. And me and my 2 co-founders, Tamer and Brendan, came together and realized, hey, there's an incredible opportunity to take this knowledge we've learned in commercial real estate and apply it to residential and short-term rentals to really help people find, evaluate, and acquire profitable properties in minutes instead of months, which it used to take us a long time to do it. But really, for the focus of what we've been doing with the summit is how to help you go from average to the top 10% revenue-wise compared to your competition, leveraging data. So that's what you've seen with our comps dashboard, which we just released as a brand new product for you guys to basically take yourself from average to the top 10% for any market you're in.
Nice. And Blake, for anybody who didn't tuning in yesterday, just a quick reminder of what you provide and who you are, and where you are in the world. Uh-oh. Don't. Oh, you've got to unmute yourself, my man.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right. Hello again. I'm Blake Duarte, and I'm a Team Boostly member, and I help other members of groups that I'm in with system integration and different revenue management aspects. So I like to give back to the community, whether it's Team Boostly, Raw Built, or any of the other groups that I'm a part of, and really tried to build out a community. And one of those projects that I've worked with both Boostly and Raw Built is my Hospitality Collective, which is just a group marketing effort in my market. So just available to help with everybody.
Nice. Awesome stuff. So a question that came in, Matt, we'll go straight to you. This is from the amazing Katie. She goes, STRIQ, it reminds me of AirDNA. Is there anything unique to STRIQ from AirDNA? When you shared revenue, is revenue still revenue and cleaning combined? Very good information. So yeah, so I guess the question is, how are you making STRIQ or Strike, however you want to pronounce it, differential in the market? Like what is your unique sales pitch?
Yeah, no, I think really what's different about us is, oftentimes with revenue providers, they give you one revenue number out there and it might say $50,000. And that might be accurate. And that might be the average of that market for that property. But what we do is give you a range of values so that, hey, as an expert going into a market, I want to be better than average. And so we show you that you could actually be making $50,000 more than what the average number is showing, leveraging comps and data. And we show you exactly what those comps are so that when you see, hey, I could be making 100,000 instead of 50, you can go back to the 22 comps to then verify and validate, okay, hey, I actually can make this to go spend that capital.
Nice. Lovely stuff. And how many years has it been in action for now, did you say?
Oh, man. Well, how long have we been working on this?
Yeah, STRIQ, yeah.
Yeah, so we started this like 3 years ago, bootstrapped it. So it's a fun story if you ever want to reach out and hear more about it. But we officially went live about a year and a half ago with our acquisition product, which is our mobile app. And then we just launched this dashboard probably 3 or 4 months ago in beta. Nice. And now it's officially the live product.
Nice. Very exciting times. 2025, big year for you chaps over there. Thank you very much. All right, John, so question to you. Your session was great because I think every single person who is watching now or watching earlier or will watch in the future can relate to the pain that you are talking about when it comes to accountancy and bookkeeping, etc. So I guess with the question that I have for you is, obviously you've showed like a few people how, the 30-minute bookkeeping and just accountancy in general. What is the biggest mistake that you see so many other business owners, doesn't even need to be hospitality owners, but business owners make when it comes to the books, accountancy, P&Ls, etc.?
Where to start? I think for most people, they're fitting in one of two buckets. Either they have too many bank accounts or too few bank accounts. And money is just moving in strange ways amongst like those accounts or their personal accounts. So it's something that I never got any guidance on in high school or college and like accounting classes of just, if you have businesses, how many bank accounts to set up or how to have them formatted. So I'd say it's either having too many or too few, and then not knowing how money should move or how we should pay ourselves to pay the least tax or not commingle funds.
No, you're right. It's definitely something that we don't really get taught at school, and something you just got to learn along the way. And I've made every mistake possible. So watching your session earlier on, I was like nodding along going, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. And I think a lot of people would definitely be relating with that. There were obviously links and mentions and downloads and guides and things that were obviously mentioned earlier in the videos. If you've missed any of them, I really do recommend that you go back into the group, go back to the videos and check the comments, because they all will be put in there and they are very useful. So far this week, we've dropped in, it's like a couple of little Easter eggs along the way, some really cool little free tools, free guides, free downloads, free mentions of loads of ones. And I know a lot of you are now using them. You've come across the one that I've been seeing mentioned a lot, thanks to Blake, is Haichi, which obviously is the price comparison site, and Get Directo, etc. So I know a lot of people are discovering these new tools, and everybody's gonna probably need another week just to decompress, figure it out, debrief, and check out these a lot more. And that's not even going into the AI tools that Clive was talking about, what seems like a lifetime ago, on Tuesday. So Blake, obviously we asked you questions about your session yesterday, but I think the question that I want to ask you today is, what are you looking forward to most in 2025, whether it is just the industry as a whole or just you and your portfolio and your business, and like, what's the thing that's getting you excited for the rest of Q1's obviously coming to an end, but Q2, Q3, and Q4 this year?
I'm actually quite excited about Boostly's next product, and I hope that when that comes out that I can definitely take advantage of it with the collective, because that's been my idea, or my goal for about 2 years now, is to have that group marketing effort and have everything under one page, so that way we can kind of like reduce the amount of dollars going out and more coming in, and really share amongst each other. But now with 2025, I'm looking for another acquisition, and then really growing out that revenue side of my business.
Nice, and a nice little mention of Boostly Connect as well. I will show everybody what Blake is alluding to very, very quickly at the end of this. But awesome. So again, John, same question to you. Really, what are you looking forward to in 2025? Like, obviously, you're right now in Colombia, and I think that was all of the police sirens that were flashing past you a couple of minutes ago. What are you looking forward to about surviving Colombia, for one, and then getting back to Long Island, and what the rest of your 2025 looks like?
That is hilarious. I wasn't sure if you guys could hear that. If I don't close that door, it gets way too hot in here, and I was struggling to find the mute button. But anyway, yeah, for me, some boring stuff, some exciting stuff. I'm really excited to get some ops things figured out in the business. Like we're adding more bookkeepers that are going to be doing more stuff just around like cleanup for people. And I've always been more on the front end of like sales and marketing, and operations has always been a little bit of a less exciting thing for me. And we just started working with some fractional COOs and some people that have a lot of ops experience to just try to like improve things and make communication and the service better. So I'm excited for that, just business wise. And then personally, in mid-April, that's when tournament golf season kicks off for me. So I'll be playing a lot of tournaments, and hopefully some of the ops stuff that we build over the next 6 weeks will be able to sustain playing 30 or so golf tournaments. So that's just an exciting thing on the personal front.
Nice. So lots of golf on the horizon. Amazing. So obviously, Matt, it's very exciting times for you guys launching the product, got this new thing. I know you're going to be hitting the conference circuit very, very soon, like this weekend, heading off to Arizona for Level Up Listing. But what else are you excited for 2025 and for STRIQ and everything else?
Yeah, man. Well, I think, even what this comps dashboard has shown me is if you can really just reinvest into your properties and get so much more bang for your buck. It's kind of like squeezing a lemon or a lime, like, making sure you squeeze all the juice out of it. And so I've always been more acquisition focused, but this year I think I'm going to be more focused on my existing portfolio and making sure I get everything out of the properties I currently have, because I think there's major opportunity for all of us if we just design it right, amenitize it right, list it right, do the things that all of y'all are talking about so that you can maximize that revenue. But I would be lying if I wasn't saying I am not acquisition focused. So I'm always looking for good deals. And I think right now as a real estate broker as well, man, there are still massive opportunities out there, and no one I think is really looking right now except for us that are maybe the STR nerds. But right now, while the market's calm, sellers are, making a lot of concessions. You can get tons of seller concessions out there. there's tons of negotiation power right now. While interest rates are high, you can still find incredible deals and leverage. It's really a buyer's market right now. So go out there and use that to your advantage and take advantage right now before interest rates drop and everyone else gets back into the market.
Nice. Very nice. And so apart from Level Up Your Listing, have you got any other conferences, events, schedules on the plan for the next couple of months?
Yeah, so we have this one and then Level Up Your Listing. And then we're also looking at STR Wealth. I think that's in June. And I think Ken McElroy and Beardy Brandon might have some stuff coming up soon, but we're not officially sponsored yet, but maybe soon.
Nice. And when you were talking about reinvesting, Blake's obviously mentioned Mr. Rob Abasolo. He's obviously spent a lot of the last year doing that. So if you want like a visual of how that looks, go check out Rob Built's YouTube channel. He's documented it a lot over the last year, how he's reinvested back into his portfolio and the results that it has had. And we built out Rob's website for him at Boostly, and I get little messages every now and again when we update listings, and it always does look pretty cool. So very, very good, everybody. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so before I let you go, this is a chance now, last 10-15 seconds each. Any website you want people to go to, any socials that you want people to go to, this is your chance. So we'll go John, then Blake, and then finish off with Matt. Is there anywhere you want to send people to? Any domains, any links, etc.?
Probably the best one for me is just Facebook. We post a lot of content. You could just learn about bookkeeping if you want to either learn about how to do it yourself or learn about how you can get help with it. Or if you need any of the resources that were in that training, we give away most of our tools. How to do a P&L yourself. We give away the P&L. We give away a net worth tracker, a personal budget sheet. If you need, these are all the tools coming from someone that I don't enjoy these things myself, but they were just sort of necessary evils. So we wanted to make them simple and just stuff that anybody could use. But either I'd say Facebook, just Jonathan Farber, or our website, 7-Day Bookkeeper, or just grab those links in the comments of the training. And if you can't find them, just shoot me a message on Facebook, or, just Google us or our name, and I'll get anything you need to you. Okay.
Nice. Much appreciated. Blake.
So one of the links that you can use if you need revenue management help or the system integrations and stuff is rev-man.com. But if you can't find it or have any struggles there, if you hit me in the Facebook, I have all the links in my Facebook profile. You can use that. With this, and especially after looking through one of the sessions this week, I'm looking to put together revenue management tips for free on YouTube and whatnot, but it's just going to take me some time. So follow along with me, and then as soon as that gets released, I can push it out.
Amazing stuff. And before we head over to Matt, I've just noticed the Zoom chat. There's loads of chat being going on in Zoom, and I've missed it all. But this is a funny one for you, Jonathan. So Katie put, Jonathan today said, no one likes talking to an accountant. I'm married to mine. Laugh out loud. We do our bookkeeping. I do expenses, and husband makes revenue get logged in for us in. Pay our quarterly taxes, new goals to keep up with QuickBooks Online. We use OwnerRez and download from bank into QB, and she was just really interested what Notion is. So obviously go and check out what Jonathan said earlier. And yeah, if you just Google Rob Abasolo YouTube, he's got a pretty big channel. Go and check it out, which is pretty cool. So Matt, go ahead and give yourself all the links. Where do you want people to go to find out more?
Awesome. Yeah, you can check us out at striq.com. We've got a contact button there where you can fill out, some information. It'll send it to us. And I do free 30-minute demo calls and coaching calls all the time. And so when you contact us, you'll get directly in contact with me. You'll tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for, what you're looking to achieve with your existing property or any new properties you're looking to acquire. And I would love to just help you on a free coaching call, just hear what you're dealing with and how we can help you.
Amazing. And so before we let you go, so we're talking about the giveaways. So for the next week, I'm going to be running a week-long giveaway. And there are 6 prizes to be won, 6 giveaway winners. And 5 of them have come from STRIQ. I don't know if Tema told you about this, Matt, but he's giving away 5 free one-month subscriptions to STR. IQ. So Tamer couldn't unfortunately be with us. He's on a flight to Tokyo as we speak. But he's given away 5 free 1-month subscriptions to STR IQ. So thank you very much for doing that. And obviously people can reach out, find out more. I think you're going to be very busy. We're obviously going to mention about it. It's going to run for a week. The other prize is being kindly donated by Shivan earlier from Linkbase. 1 month free Linkbase, which is obviously upsells, onboarding, basically all of the things that you could possibly need. That's what Linkbase is doing, which is going to be fantastic. So before I let you know how you can enter that giveaway, chaps, thank you so much for being part of this. Everybody in the Zoom, everybody on the live, can you please just say thank you very much for this? We really, really appreciate it. All right, chaps, I will let you go for there. Okay, so how do you win that prize? How can you put your name into a hat? Well, it's super, super simple. I asked earlier in the WhatsApp for your feedback, and that's all you need to do. So for your feedback, if you could please give it to me over the course of the next week, that is all you need to do to be entered into the prize draw. The link I've just popped into the Zoom. I'll send it out to you on email and WhatsApp, so don't worry if you miss it. Just over the course of the next week, pop onto there, go and leave your feedback about the summit. What did you like? What did you not like? Which sessions did you resonate with? What would you like to know more of? Of course, I take all of that feedback and I always look to try and improve when we come back and we do this again. Talking about doing this again, I have been thinking long and hard about summits and all those sort of things and how we do this. And I am not going to lie to you. These 5 days absolutely destroy me. My head right now is mashed, mainly because finished late and I get about 5 hours sleep on the end of it. And my head is just Friday now. I can't barely speak. And I feel like 5 days is a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test and we're going to come back and we're going to do this in May. So it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround. We're going to do this in May and we're going to do it over 3 days. And I'm only going to bring in 3 speakers. But the main difference is we're not going to have videos uploaded. They're going to be free live sessions. So it's going to be me, it's going to be a guest speaker, and we're going to go at it live for an hour, maybe a bit longer. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to change the name slightly as well. And it's not going to be called the Boost Your Bookings Virtual Summit. It's going to be, hang on a second, let me get my things going. Now, if you look on your screen now, and hopefully you can see it, it's going to be called the Boost Your Bookings Bootcamp. 3 days, 3 speakers, 3 live sessions. It's going to be the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of May. It's even going to be a new time as well. It's going to be a little bit earlier. Mainly because this time of the night, my brain is shutting down. So we're going to do it a little bit earlier. And also as well, I think that the time is going to help with people in Central Time, Eastern Time in the States, Pacific Time, Mountain Time, all of the times you have over there. It's going to help with the UK, Europe, and even as well, Dubai, maybe even Australia. I'm not entirely sure what the time zone is going to be. But by being a bit earlier, it means that we'll be able to navigate around bedtimes and all of those cool things. 3 sessions are going to be live, so there's no going to be pre-recorded video, which is a risk and a gamble, because if internet does what internet does, then it's going to be a bit of a risk. But I want to give this a go. Now, I have lined up the 3 amazing speakers. I've just literally boxed them in, signed it, sealed it. I did it this morning. I'm going to keep it a little mystery for a week or 2. While we do a bit of a reveal. But we are going to come back and we are going to do it. Now, if you would like to be part of it, it's going to be absolutely free. Just keep in touch. I've got your email. I've got your WhatsApp. So keep in touch. I will let you know when there is more to know. But I would love it if you would all like to come back. There's going to be a session on social media. There's going to be a session on scaling, and the final session with the final speaker, he does a wide range of things. He's worked with a lot of people. He's like the guru's guru, and we haven't really decided on what his session's going to be yet, so I'm excited for that. So that's going to be coming up in May. Make sure you mark it down in your calendars. And the final thing is, what is going to happen with this group? And this group is this group right here. So all of these videos are going to stay here until Monday, the 17th of March. So it's going to stay here for a week and a bit. Okay. After that, these videos are going to move into the Boostly Vault, which is available for Team Boostly members. So everybody, you have now got, a week and a bit, so 10 days to come in and rewatch all the videos as many times as you want. After that, it's going to move over to the Boostly Vault for the Boostly members. So I do encourage you to tune in, okay? After that, the group will close down, and then I'll start getting ready for the boot camp in May. And before I do stop sharing my screen, Blake very kindly alluded to something that we have been building in the background. So this is a little sneak peek. Now, this is a demo of a demo. This is literally our mess about in the back end that we've been creating. So please don't judge us on the final product in any way, shape, or form. I'm only showing this to you. And like I say, I know this video is going to delete forever very, very soon, but I wanted to give you a little sneak peek just to say thank you for sticking with us and being with us on a Friday. So what Blake alluded to is what we're going to be, or what we have created and what we're going to be launching very, very soon. It's going to be called Boostly Connect. Now, I've been teasing this online, but the reason why I wanted to create this is that I want for everybody to have the ability to create their own listing site, their own OTA. There are so many people who have direct booking sites, which is what we provide, obviously, at Boostly. But what I know to be true is that networks and what you know is who you know is so more important than anything else. Your network is your net worth. And way back when I had the family business in 2012, one of the main ways that we were able to bring in so many direct bookings is because of our local relationships that we had with other hosts. And what would happen is if a guest called or emailed in saying, hey, have you got availability? If we were full, we would just say, oh, we're full, but go and speak to X. So we would just give them a phone number, give them an email, etc. And this still happens to this day. I know there's WhatsApp groups set up all over the world where they've got other hosts where it's like passing the booking around, which, is cool and all. But what, instead of just sending them to a WhatsApp number or email, if you could send them to your direct booking listing site. So you would have a collective, a connection of all of the list of all of your friends and of all of your network in one place. So that's good in process, right? And then how can you then make revenue from it? So could you split the fee? So if I pass a booking over to say John, okay, and he goes, oh, thank you very much. Here's X back. Could be 50 quid, 100 quid, whatever it may be. So it's a chance to generate extra revenue. So that's the idea. And there's so many different ways that we can go about with this. The cool thing about this is that anybody can create their own listing site, even if they don't have properties. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on and working with is going to be travel content creators. So there are influencers, like Courtney explained in her session, that Blake obviously spoke about, Gabe spoke about, everybody has spoken about this, that travel around, creating amazing content, working with hosts and moving on around the world. Well, I can give this to them and they can create their own direct booking website, linking up to all of the hosts that they work with and drive additional resources and revenue. There's so many ways we can go, which is really cool. And the best thing about this is you can have your own direct booking website in literally 2 minutes, which is pretty cool. So how do we build it? Well, what you're looking at screen now is the first demo. This is a dashboard. And we've got one integration on there to show. And next week, there's going to be 2, which is going to be HostAway. And then by the time we're finished, there's going to be 27. We've already built 27 connections to 27 of the top PMSs. You can literally name the PMS that you are with right now in the chat. And I guarantee 99% of them we will have on here. Once it's all connected, all you need to do is you need to click on it. You would get what's called a secret key and an API key. And when you add it onto here, it doesn't matter whether they're with Guesty or HostAway or whoever, it will sync in to this dashboard. So we've got a couple of listings in here just for our demo account. And what you'll notice is once you get finished, you'll have, say, 10 with John at Guesty. And then maybe Matt has got 5 on HostAway. And then maybe Blake has got, 10 on Hospitable. And I'll chuck another 5 on Guesty. So instead of me just having 5 properties, suddenly we've got a website that's got 50 listings on there, which is really cool. And it's all integrated into this dashboard. This dashboard then is attached to a plugin, a really simple plugin that you just tap onto your website and upload, and your listings and your map and everything will fly over, which is really cool. And it doesn't just stop there. Once we get started, we can then integrate this with StayFi, we can integrate with everybody. And on this dashboard and in this analytics section that you're going to look in here, we're going to be able to track how much revenue, how many bookings, how much visitors, where they're coming from in the world, you name it, we'll be able to integrate it and track it and analyze it here. So if you're part of a network or a mastermind, like Blake mentioned there, he's part of the host campus, Rob built a community there. You could build one for them. You could build one for the Boostly members. We can build not just one direct booking listing site, we can build thousands. And we've got people coming to us. We've got local organizations coming to us. We've had somebody being introduced to us that's got a listing site for weed, which I think is amazing. We've got so many different things that we can do with this. And this is what we're going to launch. So it's not going to replace Boostly direct booking sites in any way, shape or form. That sticks. It's not going to replace your direct booking site. That sticks. This is an add-on. And this is where it gets funky. This is where we really take the direct booking thing to the next level. And this is what we're creating. And it's going to be ready in Q2. So there's been a lot of work behind the scenes on that one. I'm excited. I hope I've explained it. I'm going to get better at explaining it. If it does make any sense at all, just give me a thumbs up, please, in the Zoom, or if you're watching live. If it doesn't, then it helps me to explain. Now, if you would like to be on the wait list, I'm basically creating an ultimate wait list. And if you're on the wait list, you're going to help me create this. I'm going to start doing some Zoom sessions, some private Zoom sessions with 1, 2, 10 people. We're going to come together. I'm going to ask questions. You're going to tell me what you want, and it will help us build out this. If you want us to be part of that wait list, there's literally no pressure to buy it when it's ready. Just go to boostly.co.uk/waitlist. And if you're a Boostly member at the moment and you're thinking this looks cool, you'll get first access before anyone else, which is really cool. Okay. I think we're good. I think I've explained everything. I've literally got loads of notes here and I've been ticking it off as we go. And I've had a beer as we go, which is a Duvel. It's my favorite beer. Very strong Belgian beer. So I think that's about time to call it a night. I want to say thank you to the speakers. Thank you so much for being part of this, giving up your time to come and do this and to educate. I want to say thank you to everybody who has taken time out of their day to tune in, whether it's on YouTube, Zoom, Facebook, X, LinkedIn. I know you've been tuning in from all over, which has been great. I really do love these weeks because we can get a whole load of people together in one room, one space, and we're just all focused on one thing. I could have quite easily got all of our speakers together, put it out as a podcast, and maybe people would have tuned in, but it lacks that little bit of group accountability. There's been people in the room this week who have started following each other on Instagram. Who knows what's going to happen on the back of it? Could be some network opportunities, some partnership opportunities, which is really cool to see. And that's what we get from these 5 days. As much as these 5 days absolutely knack me at the end of it, I really do enjoy doing them. I'm very excited to condensing it down to 3 days. I'm very excited to be in just 3 sessions. I'm a bit nervous about the internet and being live and the pressure of that, but hey ho, that's how we go. If you have enjoyed it, again, I love your feedback. Please just tell a host about what we're doing. Share this in Facebook groups, jump into them. There's loads of them. Spread the word. Tell everything that we're doing at Boostly. This has all been 100% free. We've given away over $1,000 worth of goodies. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done, please give us that thumbs up. Please leave us that review. And with that being said, I'm off to go have a beer. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. Good night, good afternoon, and we'll see